Seems the global issues are the topic at hand right now, David. And, you know, I just always ask you this on the radio show, certainly here on Saturday mornings. Why should we care? Why does this matter to us here at home when we see these things on TV about Greece and Europe? And as you've put it, we seem to be the cleanest shirt in the dirty laundry. Why should we care as individuals and families here in the U.S.?
Well, we care because, unfortunately, as you said, you know, the world is connected today. And I always say to clients, you know, 25 years ago, these things just didn't matter. We were pretty much isolated. But part of the expansion of our economy has been the interrelationship between China, Japan, and Europe. And so these things affect our economy directly. Regards to Greece, which is important because, you know, Greece is a very tiny country. You say, well, how does Greece affect me, the United States, and my portfolio? Well, the problem is that Greece owes a lot of money to central banks, the IMF, and the problem is if they default and they break out of the Eurozone, that could cause a spillover effect into countries like Spain that are pretty weak, and so you could have a lot of instability. So really, it can cause a lot of volatility. What you didn't see in that video was the fact that Mohamed El-Erian is one of the smartest men in the world, in my estimation. He is the chief economist for Allianz, who is the largest bond fund manager that owns PIMCO in the country. And what you didn't see in that clip is that he's basically saying if we don't get the stability in Greece and Ukraine, we're going to have some serious problems. So it does affect your portfolios.
So when you say serious problems, and we're talking about things like our portfolios, our IRAs, our 401ks, maybe just money that we have in the market, mutual funds, what are the risks? You're doing these financial reviews for all of our viewers here today. What are the things that you're looking for?
Well, right now, quite honestly, I'm a little optimistic in the short run. I mean, we've had oil, if you remember, I told you a long time ago, months ago, I said when oil stabilizes, you're going to see the market stabilize. And you know, I'm not Nostradamus here, prognosticating, but the point is that you've seen oil rise 20%. What's happened to the markets? The markets have rallied 5% when they were down 3% in January. So really, on top of that, you have earnings estimates were beat. 70% of all S&P 500 stocks beat estimates. So if oil can stay stabilized, we have a little bit of a tailwind behind us. So I'm a little optimistic in the short run, but we have these geopolitical issues that do and will affect your portfolio. So if you're a little concerned about that, you might want to avoid Europe, avoid countries like Japan, China, who are having slower growth issues.
Well, David, one of the things that you really pride yourself on is having a strong defense. We have a market that is hitting all-time highs, which is something certainly to celebrate, but we're overdue for a correction. There's certainly a lot of risks in this marketplace. So I know that what you're really targeting when you do these financial reviews for our viewers here today, certainly for our radio listeners, is to make sure you protect what you have first, and then if you can seek some of those gains, and that's always good as well. So I want to make sure that anyone watching this morning who wants to take advantage of your offer for your free financial review, this is something that David offers for $2,500. He's not just a great commentator on the show here, he's a financial advisor outside the show right here in San Diego, got a gorgeous office in UTC. If you would like a free financial review, you can see it right there on your screen. All you have to do is send a text. Really, really simple. He's going to waive the $2,500 if you just text two very simple words, free review. There's a number right there on your screen, 619-846-9333. If you text free review, David will sit down with you and just make sure that you don't have any added risks, that you're well diversified, make sure that you're hedged against a potential correction. It doesn't mean you're bound to anything, doesn't mean he's going to sell you any products. He's just going to look out for you as he's done for years for our listeners and our viewers here on The American Dream. So just send that text. David, I appreciate you being in here. And I also got to remind people you now have your CD out as well, and your 7 Secrets to a Stress-Free Retirement. You can give them as well. Didn't know I was bringing that today, did you?
No, I did not. Thank you.
David Reyes with the Reyes Report. Appreciate you coming in here.